My degree is just 6 months, but now my parents have said that just finish your college. They're saying that it's now your age to marry, and they're like, just finish off your degree and then we will find someone for you. You said in one of your videos that close your eyes and identify if you had no fear, then what would you be doing currently in your life? And then just do that. So there are many things which I want to explore for myself, but I'm very confused what to do.
Do not just go with your random desires. Typically, the fear remains and a lot of time and energy is spent on the desire, and yet even the fulfillment of the desire fails to cover up for the I feel I lack in something, and then to make up for that lack, we want an object. Even if your want is fulfilled, it would still leave you unfulfilled. And there is a great insecurity. What if I live all my life remaining incomplete? What if I die unfulfilled? We are told, no, you should not desire too much. You can desire too much. And that would still be all right if the desire is from the...
Namaste Acharya Ji. So my question is, you said in one of your videos that close your eyes and identify if you had no fear, then what would you be doing currently in your life? And then just do that. However, in another video, you also mentioned that do not do what you want, because whatever you want comes from external influences. And so whatever we want may be useless and not really meaningful. So what to follow? What our heart says, or something which we are not interested in but it's meaningful? Sir, because I'm in my CA final level, and I'm also interested in many extracurriculars like dancing and performing arts, but I've never tried it. I'm good in dance, and I also spend 1 hour a day to go to dance sessions, but I'm currently living in Vedanta in Punjab. So I did do jobs in Delhi and Gurgaon and in finance and accounts department, and then I also worked for a startup in IB investment banking. After a point, I've switched many jobs and put a gap in between and have tried multiple things. But now my parents have said that just finish your college, finish off your degree, and then you can do anything you want. Now, as time is passing and I'm seeing that they're saying that it's now your age to marry, but my degree is just 6 months. I'll get my final degree in 6 months, and they're like, just finish off your degree and then we will find someone for you. So there are many things which I want to explore for myself, but I'm very confused what to do.
This is, before I start answering your particular question, see, this is what this country does to women, The woman counts her days. She says, let me do whatever can be done of life before marriage. Because after marriage, all this exploration and discovery and adventure will anyway come to an end. Makes me sad, also makes me angry, depends on the mood. Anyway. Men don't feel that way. Once they get married, they won't be able to go out and seek things or explore or find doors closed. Okay. So you said, the first thing I said was close your eyes without fear. Do what comes to you, right? That was the first statement that spoke of being without fear. And the second one that you quoted talked of being without your desires. You said, do not do what you want. Do not just go with your random desires. The first one is talking of being without fear. And the second one is talking of being without the usual kind of desires. And if these two sentences are to agree with each other, what would that need? Just equate these two sentences each other, assuming that the speaker has some integrity. So he won't be talking of two different things at 2 points. If these two sentences are coming from the same center, then these two will agree with each other, no? And if you equate these two with each other, what do you get?
No fear is no desire. No fear is equals to no desire.
So fear equals
Desire.
desire. That's the key to understand. So typically, your desires are deeply related to your fears. First comes the fear and then comes the desire. And the desire is always a cover-up job on the fear. And that too a bad cover-up job. The fear remains, and a lot of time and energy is spent on the desire, and yet even the fulfillment of the desire fails to cover up for the fear. The fear still remains. Fear still remains. That's what we are probably missing on. We take fear as a negative thing, no? You should not have fear in life, beta. Equally, we take desire as something to be pursued. Go chase your desires. Go get what you want. No, this is ignorance. You look at any desire that you have that has arisen just as a blind reaction to an inner ignorance. I feel I lack in something, and that's related to fear. When you lack in something, then, oh my God, am I missing out on life? I lack in something, fear. We feel we lack in something, and then to make up for that lack, we want an object. Today this object and tomorrow that one. That's desire. One does not desire for nothing. If you were totally all right with yourself, if you were very fulfilled within, would you still have these same desires that you currently have? No. So all desires arise from a feeling of incompleteness. And there is a great insecurity. What if I live all my life remaining incomplete? What if I die unfulfilled? In fact, you would have heard these statements often. In fact, these are some of the same statements that scaremongers use to target women especially. अकेली रह जाएगी, बुढ़ापे में अकेली मरेगी. No? The more you hear such warnings, the more you covet a darling husband. Even though you know what that fellow is probably going to bring to your life. Wanting per se is neither good nor bad. But when you want from a point of ignorance, when you have never bothered to see that even if your want is fulfilled, it would still leave you unfulfilled, then wanting is a problem. Nothing is always a problem. And everything is a problem from the wrong center. Wanting from the wrong center is a problem. You can also want from the right center. You can have targets from the right center. You can run huge projects and international missions from the right center. Forget small desires. You can have mammoth desires from the right center and they would still be great. We are told, no, you should not desire too much. You can desire too much. And that would still be all right if the desire is from the right center. And even the feeblest desire from the center of ignorance would not be right. Not be right for you. We are not talking in the moral sense here. We are talking in the utilitarian sense here, in the practical sense here. Getting it?